It's Thursday, October the 31st, and as you can see, they still have no steps. Boo! To you, here on the Halloween. Holla! Holla! Ween. Wiener. Yes, it is Holler Wiener. And as you can possibly hear, they are out there working on the steps. There's still no steps. There's the outline of one side of some steps. Yeah, so I don't know how long my upstairs neighbors are going to be out of their apartments, but hopefully they're being compensated somehow, like cheaper rent or something, like, you know, like 25% off rent for the month or something, some kind of prorated amount or something, I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and probably, you know, make the video quick before they make too much noise, or they have to use my outlet again like they did yesterday. Their generator wasn't working or something, so they asked if they could use my outlet to power their tools, or a tool or something, I don't know. And so yeah, and then the door wouldn't shut because the cord was too thick. So I just kind of like put a heavy box in front of it so that somebody wouldn't try to escape, so that, you know, the door wouldn't pop open, and someone would try to sneak out. But yeah, I stayed only an hour late today with the Parks and the Rec, because the dumpster, I believe I told you yesterday, the dumpster got delivered, so we started kind of doing some of the cleanup. When I got there, Charles picked me up, and we did like a quick check of the trash. None of it really needed to be dumped. Burp. And then we just kind of checked the, you know, the parks that are usually a little bit heavier, because Gabe was wanting to get on the, you know, tossing out the shit. And then when I got there, he was walking with Chris and Brandon about, like, you know, what's okay to get rid of, you know, is there anything here you want to keep, blah, 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 blah. So they were kind of having that conversation, you know, about, like, and that took a little while. It might have been at least 10:30, maybe closer to 11, before we actually started throwing stuff away. But there was like a rack. They were gonna keep the rack, but they ended up tossing that too, because when Gabe was trying to get it out of there, it got bent. But yeah, it was holding a bunch of like metal, like poles and different stuff. So, but all those went. So yeah. My hoodie's probably kind of dusty over there. I felt kind of a little dusty, maybe, from picking all that stuff up and sweeping after everything was done. Well, Charles ended up going home, but Mallory and Riley, oh Lord, brain is shutting down, went to lunch, and he had me, like, there was some other stuff hanging on the wall. He wanted those tossed in the dumpster, and then like sweeping up and kind of, you know, cleaning up. I kind of organized stuff against the back wall as best I could, you know. But so yeah, it's cleaning up in there, cleaning up. The first dump of the dump party. And it sounds like Gabe's not going to be in tomorrow, so I don't think we're going to continue on the project tomorrow. I don't think we're going to continue on it until Monday. So who knows? But yes, I only stayed an hour late today, so you know, right? I don't know where that sentence was going, but it disappeared into the ether somewhere. I don't know. Okay, what is it? What are you wearing? That's today's question. What are you wearing? A sexy blue shirt. Some, well, this is actually a work shirt. It's just kind of like what I throw back on when I get home to be comfy. You know, after I take my shower and get out of the dirty Parks and Rec clothes, I just do my my regular work shirts, which is a blue work shirt, some you know, um, oh Lord, that extra hour, I think is doing me in. Sweatpants. They're sweatpants that I kind of cut off at the knee, so that they're kind of, you know, they're not too short, you know. They're an appropriate length for the school dance. Well, they don't go quite below the knee; they're kind of at the knee, so maybe not quite. But just something, you know. Because during the winter, when I'm chilly, I wear like an actual pair of sweatpants. But when it's warm, like it is right now, I wear these sweatpants that have been cut off at the knee because they're comfortable, but also, you know, cooler because I show a little leg, you know. And then I've got some underwear on, you know. I think it's black, mostly. You know, maybe a little bit of brown, a little brown streak from the chocolate I dropped down my pants, obviously. But yeah, it didn't even ask me, like, it didn't even ask me about a costume. Like, you know, what costume are you wearing? It just said, what are you wearing? And I'm like, that's a fucking, like, creeper, like, prank call that they used to do back in the day. Or maybe it wasn't even a prank, it was just a creeper fucking calling you. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? You know? So, weird question. But anyway, like, I would have thought it's like, it's Halloween, they should ask about a fucking costume or something. Like, what am I wearing? Not a costume. Mallory had a Spider-Man suit that she was wearing, and Gabe walked around the corner, and I didn't know she was there either, but she, like, popped out of the corner in her Spider-Man suit. Got him. Because it's Halloween, you gotta be. But she's going to hand out candy with her mom, so after work today. So she had that with her. So she wanted to surprise Gabe with it, and she did. So she's wearing a costume, or at least she was, for the time being. I don't know if they were leaving for the day or if they're going back to do. Well, I guess they would have to put away all the, because, you know, we pulled out the mowers and the gators and that kind of thing, like the painters and whatnot. So they got to put all that back in there. So I guess they got to at least go do that before they go home. But I tried to start. They showed me how to start up the Skag once. It's one of the mowers. We have a Skag and we have a John Deere. I don't know if we have any of the Hustlers left. I don't know if any of the Hustlers still work. That's a good good question. But I tried to start up the Skag, and it was like, I thought, I couldn't remember exactly what they said, but I thought, well, maybe I'll figure it out, because I thought it was something. I thought they said something about the brake, like the brake had to be on or off or something. I don't know. Well, first the keys were in it. I had to go find the key. Well, I was headed upstairs to ask Riley if he had the keys, but then I happened to see them laying there on the desk that apparently Gabe was going to be getting rid of. But it's convenient to have the keys right there by the door. But then I went to start it up, and I was like, I didn't even know how to, like, the brake was there, and I tried pushing it or pulling it, and it didn't do anything. I was like, so I just tried to start it up, and it started up, and then when I pulled the levers, because you know you do your levers to drive, it just kind of went like blah, 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 and died, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then it's like I tried like pushing the brake, and I tried like pulling the brake, and I'm like, because I was thinking it was something about the brake that you either had to have it on or off or upside down. I don't know, but it didn't move, and I was like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. You know, like the Hustlers, you just start them up and they go. It's very convenient. But Gabe happened to get back about that time. He went somewhere with somebody from Public Works. And I was asking him about it, and he's like, oh, don't worry about it. He's like, I'll have him do it later. So I was like, okay, whatever, man. I got it swept out, so they can put back in whatever they want to put back in, I guess. Or figure out what they want to put back, what they want to put in where, or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, oh my, I made myself some noodles, so I guess I'm gonna eat those. At least that's the plan, if I make it that far, because I gotta upload this video as well. But I think I'm crashing pretty hard and pretty fast, it seems like. I've been awake the entire video. I haven't dozed off in the middle of the video, at least not yet. So I'm going to shut up before that happens. And happy Halloween. Hope it's spooky, filled with candy, whatever. Hopefully nobody eggs your house, unless you are an asshole, and then I hope they egg you, because go fuck yourself. You know, that kind of thing. But anyway, have a good one. And I'll see you for what I see you. Attack of the Giant Kitty. Attack of the Giant Kitty. So scary. Scary.